Hey, morning, my beautiful, beautiful, lovely, lovely, God blessed, wonderful people. How are you? I have not done this in a few days, maybe about a week or two. Good morning. Good morning. You are highly blessed. You are highly favored. You woke up this morning, so you should give God thanks that He allowed you to see this beautiful, this bright, this wonderful, this glorious, marvelous day that He has made. Certainly you should rejoice, and certainly you should be glad in it, because you didn't have to wake up today. Look at, unfortunately, the doctor who was killed, that car practitioner. You know, it's unfortunate. He was mugged and he was killed. Whatever the circumstances are or not, he was killed, unfortunately, and condolences to the families and the friends and close associates. So people, today I want to encourage you, in spite of your difficulties, in spite of your circumstances, keep a very good attitude, because God will see you through. And it is a matter of growth. Whatever it is that you're going through, whether it's a financial issue, whether it's a mental issue, an emotional issue, a physical issue, you know what I'm saying? Keep a very good attitude, because God will really see you through. And it's just a moment to test your faith. It's a moment to see how strong you are, because it's really survival of the fittest, you know. You see, a lot of persons that you probably emulate, whether it's your parents, whether it's your friends, whether it's a superstar, whoever it may be, they have been to the bottom, even below bottom. Sometimes the earth has even opened, and you know, they have been under, and they were able to rise. I'm driving people, so forgive me. You know, you're gonna have a lot of distractions. So I just want to encourage you that in spite of whatever it is that you may be going through, give God thanks and keep a very good attitude. I've been at one of the darkest moments in my life, and I said, God, I'm going to trust you in spite of, I really don't understand it, but I'm going to trust you. I'm going to keep a very good attitude, because what it does, it builds good morale inside of you. It builds a good personality. It builds a good character inside of you. Have you ever been around persons who are bitter, who are negative, who are always at war, even with themselves? Because in the good times, they don't know how to be, you know, at peace. In bad times, they don't know how to be at peace. And don't misunderstand. There are days you're gonna just lose it. There are days you just say, you can't bother, you know. You're just tired of this, and you can't be bothered. We're human, that's fine. But you know what? The righteous man falls down, gets up back. The righteous man falleth 7 times, gets back up. The point I'm making is, as best as you're able to, as much as is possible, just keep a good attitude, whatever it is that you're going through. I don't know your circumstances. God knows it. He's the only one that can see you through, but He has to see how well you're able to deal with the dark times. Because people, you have to understand, dark times must come. It's a part of life's natural order. We ourselves, there are moments we are dark. There are moments when we are not good, because we're not blemish free. We're not flawless. We're flawed beings. So because we're flawed beings, you will have a lot of issues. You will have a lot of challenges to deal with. But you know what? You have to, as best as possible. As I said, there are days you're going to slip. There are days you go say the wrong thing. There are days you're going to do the wrong thing. But you know, you say, God, I fell down today. Help me to be a better person tomorrow. Because it's all about growth. It's all about maturity. It's all about being the best individual you can be at the moment you are. Because every day there is greater to strive for. You're not at the best you now. Once you're living, there is better. Once it is that you're living, there is always better. So I want to encourage you, in spite of whatever it is that you may be going through. I don't know what it is. You may know what it is. Maybe you're ill. Maybe you're diagnosed with something very serious. Maybe you lost your job. Maybe it is that you're just broke. Maybe it is that you've lost your mind. Maybe it is that you've lost everything, or lost a loved one close to you. Somebody broke your heart. A friend betrayed you. Whatever it may be, you have to make that decision. In order for you to survive this life, you should make that decision to keep a good attitude. You have to kind of tell yourself, you know what? In spite of what I'm going through, I'm going to keep a good attitude, you know. Sometimes you just tell yourself, you're not going to feel it sometimes. I'm telling you, you're not going to feel it sometimes. But you just make that decision that, you know what? I am going through the corridors of hell. I'm walking almost side by side with them, the demons there. But in spite of that, God is able to see me through. No weapons that are formed against me shall ever prosper. I am a victor, not a victim. I'm victorious. I am bold. I'm confident. I'm creative. I'm dynamic. I am brilliant. I'm beautiful. I'm handsome, as the case may be. Whatever it is, you speak those positive words. You think on things that are lovely, things that are just, things that are of a good report. That is what will help to build you as an individual. If you read a lot of those, if you listen to a lot of those motivational speakers, Les Browns, Joel Osteen, some of the others right now, not coming to my mind right now, but you know them, they live by these principles. And many of them aren't Christians or so. They know that they have to live by these principles to survive life. It's impossible to survive this life and not live by these principles, people. So I'm encouraging you to live by these principles. Keep a good attitude in spite of whatever it is that you may be going through. In spite of how dark your situation may be. In spite of how difficult your situation may be. I know it's easier said than done, but I've been there. I've been at dark periods in my own life. It really wasn't easy. God kept me. God truly and really kept me. Kept me from losing my mind. Kept me from losing it. From giving up. The only reason why I'm not one of those crazy people out there doing all kind of crazy things, killing off people, robbing and stealing and doing them, because of God. And I choose to develop an excellent character, good character. It doesn't mean that I'm perfect. I will slip. That's why sometimes it's not good to judge people. Or we have a saying that first once bitten, twice shy, you know, or people judge you by the first, maybe a negative encounter that they have. Sometimes it's a bad day the person may have, you know. So you have to just give them a little time again. You know what I mean? Don't be quick to, or to be too hasty to want to condemn them, or shove them aside, or speak ill of them, and say that person is a wicked person. No, not necessarily. Sometimes it's a bad day. You watch consistency. It's all about consistency. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying they don't have dangerous people out there, but I'm simply saying, you know what? In spite of whatever it is that you're going through, you endeavor as best as you're able to be at peace with people and keep a good attitude. It isn't easy. And trust God and think, be confident, not cocky, not pompous. Don't believe that you're better than anybody else, because you're not. You may be financially or otherwise socially in a better standing because of life circumstances or the choices that your parents or you made, or those who had gone before you made. But you have to make that decision that you're going to keep a good attitude in spite of whatever it is that you may be going through. So I'm encouraging you, people. I'm encouraging you, whatever the difficulty may be, trust God. Have that faith in Him. Believe that He is able and He is willing, and He is there to see you through your own difficulties, to see through your own trials. You can make it. You are not a victim. You are the victor. You are bold. You are confident. You're creative. You're dynamic. You're beautiful. You're bold. You're everything that God made you to be. You're blessed. You're highly favored. I'm saying this to you as I'm saying it to myself, because I know where God has taken me from. And He will take you from glory to glory, from strength to strength. Alright? So keep a good attitude in spite of. Have a beautiful day, because God allowed you. Once there is life, there is hope. So once you're alive, there is another dollar. There is a better day. You can do something else to make somebody else's life better. You must be an instrument of peace, an instrument of growth, of development, not somebody of negativity. Must be an instrument of that. Say, Lord, help me to be an instrument of peace, an instrument of love, an instrument of growth, an instrument of development, an instrument of blessing. All right? So don't take on everything that is negative. There are sometimes you're going to have that season where you have to help somebody going through a negative, but don't live with that, because you have to make yourself better. Here has to be well so that you're able to help somebody else. All right? So exercise, eat right, speak well of others, have good thoughts. Sometimes when you say things happen to you in your lives that are negative consistently, maybe you need to watch what the things that you say about others, the things that you do to others. God, those things we call iniquity. We call them, it's called, you know, God calls them iniquity. You have to be careful. The matters of the heart. Sometimes we look at the big things about fornication and these things. Yes, those things are bad, but sometimes these other things are even more deadly. When you have envy, strife, malice, you know, a person of war, creating discord among others. You have to be very careful. All right, people, so have a beautiful day. In spite of, keep a good attitude. God loves you. Have a great day.